Hi everyone, it's Jeanette with Vivo Vintage Designs. I wanted to focus on the petals and how I create them today. So here we go. The color I'm using is Eggplant by Ranger, and I'm going to lay a drop, rather a circle, in the center of my paper. And use my heat gun to dry it because I have no patience. And you'll need some cotton swabs to collect the excess alcohol and ink. So I've tried this so many different ways. I used to be a manicurist in the 90s and I airbrushed a lot. It was really popular back then. So I did a lot of art with airbrushing, but it's been a long time and I just could not figure out how to make these petals. And I tried everything. And finally, what I discovered is that if I do a triangle with the widest part on the color and narrow it on this end here, I let it sit for a little bit and use a Q-tip. That I get the effect that I want. Now, what I do with the Q-tip is, as I'm going around like this, I'm controlling the airflow from the airbrush and shaping the petal, also collecting any excess ink. Of course, every petal is not going to be perfect, but here we go. And make sure you dry all the way to the end. Otherwise you get a blob as the alcohol dries. I think I may be using too much alcohol. Let's try a little less. It just gave me a smaller petal. I'm not liking this one here, so I'm going to do it again. I forgot to mention the PSI on my compressor is set at 20. I've tried every PSI on that machine, and I found that what works best for me was 20. Anything higher was blowing the ink all over the place. Now notice that if I don't put the swab down, it gives me a pointier leaf petal. When I put the swab down on the paper and I move it around like this, I can control the shape of the petal, the tip of the petal. If I just leave it, if I don't use the cotton swab, it makes it pointy, which is fine. It all depends on what you prefer. So now, anything that I don't like, any overspray or the shape or whatever, I can go back with the Q-tip and just clean it up and reshape it. By the way, this is photo paper, Kirkland photo paper. I'm not a member, but I was able to purchase it on Amazon. And it's great because I can use my heat gun on it without it warping unless I get too close for too long a period of time. So there you have it. You can add more petals if you'd like. If you'd like to use a different color, you can do that. But I find that, I mean, I've not perfected this, but if I add a darker color, I'll show you what happens. Let's do some pitch black. The petals get a little wonky on me. Try and make these a little bit smaller. I'm not having too much luck with adding extra petals in a different color. I'm sure there's a way to do it, I've just not discovered it yet. See what happens? And I can't touch it with the cotton swab because it'll remove the ink, the color of the flower, or rather the petals beneath it. I'm sure there's a way to do it. When I find out, you'll be the first to know. Let's try another one. Let's try a pink one. This is Señorita Magenta by Jacquard. Let's see what happens. Let's try that. And let's see what happens if I add pitch black in the center of that. And I'm going to use this bottle that's got this needle nose, because I think maybe I'll have more control than using that dropper I was using before. Let's see what happens. So I'm going to start down here and create my triangle. Let it sit for a moment and use a clean cotton swab. This looks like a mess already. Yeah, that didn't turn out so well, but we'll keep going. I think that what I'm finding is that when you use the deeper colors, like the Señorita Magenta, it doesn't flow as well. I'm not sure why, but I think that the lighter colors or the less opaque colors seem to work best. The color is gorgeous. I love the pink with the pitch black. Let's switch to the other dropper and see how that works. And with these deeper colors, I'm not sure how well they'll clean up, but we'll find out. That really does look pretty. The petals that came out well are gorgeous. Okay, let's see how well this cleans up. I'm just pouring alcohol on my cotton swab. Oh, it cleans up pretty well. I'm surprised. I thought it would have stained the paper. So maybe there's still hope for this one over here. Or not. It cleans up the lighter stains, but the really dark ones, not so much. Well, that may be as good as it gets. But I'm hoping you can catch the difference in color and how the ends of the petals turned kind of whitish, a lighter pink. It really is pretty. I just have to find a way to have a little bit more control. I'll figure it out. But in the meantime, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that you've learned something. And please be sure to let me know if you have any questions. If there's anything I can answer for you, I'm more than happy. And please like and follow. Thanks. Bye.